Seems like anytime I need a win financially, it puts the good kind of pressure on you, where you have you don't think about nothing else but just doing your job. So I was nervous. I'm nervous all the time, but I'm glad it worked out.
This is Chelsea Schaefer, and this is Season 4 of The Score. You all have listened to this podcast 750,000 times, and we are here in Season 4 to bring you even more of what you love.
Hey everyone, and welcome to the first episode of The Short Score in Season 4 of The Score podcast. You guys, it's Kaitlin, Gustave here, and I am so excited to be on the first episode of The Short Score, bringing you guys a special interview with the Ariat World Series of Team Roping's 11th Annual Title Fights Open champions, Derrick Begay and Trey Yates. Oh my gosh, I am so glad those guys won. I wish everyone could have won, but those two are some of my favorite ropers and guys going. We had fun interviewing, and it was really fun to watch them rope at the title fights. You guys, they came into the short round high call and knocked down a run in 7 seconds in the short round to make them 36-96 on 5 head, paying out over $15,000. And you guys, that $15,000 was just a little chunk of change in the $1.3 million payout that the title fights paid out to ropers for the duration of the weekend. Holy cow, that is one huge payout. I could be wrong. I don't think I'm wrong, but I think that's record-breaking for the title fights. Everyone was so hungry to rope over the weekend. I don't think there was a roping under 200 teams. Maybe 1 or 2 ropings, but I don't think so. I know we broke 400 teams in a roping, and it was insane. It was such a great weekend to be out here at Rancho Rio in Wickenburg, Arizona, enjoying some sunshine. We had a little bit of rain one day, not too much. Wasn't enough to cancel the event, and everyone was not shy about it. So in this interview, we're going to talk to Derrick and Trey about their roping, about how they ended up teaming up for the roping, what their plans are for the year, and so much more. Gloves came off, and we had one heck of a time. So I hope you guys enjoyed that interview at the end of this episode. It was a fun one, and it's really good to hear from those two. Also, you guys, we cannot forget to mention something that's coming on February 18th, 2021. That is this coming Thursday if you're listening to this episode on February 16th, Tuesday, 2021. You guys, America's Team Roping Challenge. Holy cow, I'm excited for this one. It's the latest idea from Trey Yates. He serves as the president of roping operations for the Equine Network. And he designed this roping to showcase the Western industry's most popular equine sport in a made-for-television format. The America's Team Roping Challenge allows elite ropers from all walks of life to compete at the 2-hour and 30-minute show for a big-time payout. And by 2-hour and 30-minute show, I mean you can watch this live video coverage on the Wrangler Network. You guys, do not miss this event. It's where the fastest time wins. It's an easy-to-understand progressive format where 60 teams are whittled down to the event champions, with multiple ways to earn money and $10,000 going to the champion team. It's primed to be a competitor and fan-favorite event. It's capped at its number 16.5 team, and no team less than a 15 numbered team is allowed to enter. So it's going to be some fun watching. You guys, these ropers are going to be coming in hot. It's a tour, so this is our first tour stop, and all series tour stops will be pre-enter only on globalhandicaps.com. This new series will consist of 12 events throughout the next 10 months, concluding with America's Team Roping Challenge Championship, where season-end champions will be crowned. The inaugural event will be held this Thursday, February 18th, 2021 at Rancho Rio in Wickenburg, Arizona. And don't forget, you guys, if you can't be here in person to watch it, you don't want to miss it live on the Wrangler Network. That's www.wranglernetwork.com at 1 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. And if you want more information about this event and a complete format and payout details, go to ranchorioaz.com. That's ranchorioaz.com. Find all the information. You guys, we are so excited about this event. It's going to be some fun watching, and I hope to see you guys here. I know I'm dang sure going to be here watching it live. Without further ado, I'm going to quit talking at you guys, and I'm going to let you guys listen to this great interview with Derrick and Trey after they won the Open at the title fights.
This episode is brought to you by the Cinch Timed Event Championship, this year running from Thursday, March 11th to Saturday, March 13th. The event pays out a $100,000 check to the handiest cowboy across 5 events over 5 rounds. You'll get to see guys like Russell Cardoza, Paul David and Jess Tierney, Eric Rogers, Clay Smith, Taylor Santos, Daniel Green, and so many others duke it out in the heading, heeling, tie-down roping, steer wrestling, and steer roping. And you'll watch it all at the world-famous Lazy E Arena in Guthrie, Oklahoma. And this year, the Cinch Timed event is partnering with BFI Week to host the Ultimate Roper Showdown. Less than 24 hours after crowning the Cinch Timed event champs, you'll get to see the best ropers in the game go head-to-head over the BFI's long score and strong cattle at the event's new home in Guthrie. You won't want to miss it. Get your tickets at lazyetec.com, and we will see you in Guthrie.
Hey everyone, it's Kaitlin Gustave, and I am here with the Open title fight champions, Derrick Begay and Trey Yates. You guys, going into that short round high team back, what was going through your head?
I was pretty nervous. It's been a slow winter. These ropings, they take a lot of money. The entry fees adds up when you don't do good. So seems like anytime I need a win financially, it puts the good kind of pressure on you, where you have no other, you don't think about nothing else but just doing your job. So I was nervous. I'm nervous all the time, but I'm glad it worked out.
How was your run in the short round? Let's talk about that run.
Well, we come in high call and pretty much have to make a smooth run, and that horse I got didn't score very good. We kind of had a funky go, but Trey did the rest.
Trey, how was it pulling back on the heels right there?
It was good. Drove 30 hours straight to rope with my friend Derrick Begay, and it's fun to come over here, be home. I hadn't been home in a month, and to come home before a big week of jackpotting and rope with my buddy and have a good win. It was good.
Definitely. And Trey, you said you drove about 30 hours to get here. Talk about that.
Yeah, we left Jackson, Mississippi a couple nights ago, and I called Derrick last week to rope at the roping, and he said yeah. So I hadn't been home in a while either, and it was good to come home and rope with him, and just thankful to get to rope with him at some ropings, and for us to have a win like this, it's good. It's pretty special. So he's kind of an idol of mine. I've always thought the world of his roping and him as a person, so it was fun.
And you guys, I know you came back high call. Were there any bobbles or anything that you guys were kind of concerned about, or how were those runs, all those 5 runs?
There was two runs. I think the third steer. No, the second steer.
Yeah.
Trey had a pretty tricky heel loop, but he ended up working out. And then in the short round, my horse didn't score very good. Those are the only two kind of things that.
It was, we had a little window there, high team, and the barrier was long today. It was kind of a tricky setup, but my goal was to not break the heel barrier all day, and because it was all, it was tricky as well. And knowing Derrick is he's roped so smart for so long, he wasn't going to mess up, and I knew going in high team, if I could do my job, we were gonna win the roping. So I was just thankful, that I did my part, and thankful to rope with him. So.
And what coming in here, you guys don't typically rope together. How do you feel like your guys' styles fit?
I don't think I don't anyway. It seems like these guys all rope good, and you ain't got to do anything different or worry about him or try to help him. Or when you're heading for these kind of guys, guys. You just got to do your part and really don't ever have to worry about him.
Yeah, I roped with Begay a couple of ropings about a month ago, and it's kind of he's really easy to heel for. He gets a hold of him and gets him rolling, and the first two I got a little tight, but after that we kind of made the same run. It felt like on the last three, he rolled him out ahead of me nice, and my horse felt a lot better on the last three, and it worked out good. So
Definitely. And Derrick, let's talk about that head horse a little more. What's that horse's name and age, and kind of tell me a little bit about her.
She's just a little bay mare. Her name's Hannah. I had her for the last 5-6 years, and I feel like she's barely coming around. So this is a big week coming up here. Got the survey and all these open ropings, so we're gonna test her. She did pretty good, so we'll see. I don't ever like to brag on them. It seems like they let you down when you do. So
This is not a bragging moment. And Trey, let's talk about Tux.
yeah, he's just kind of he's kind of my old faithful heel horse. I haven't run a steer on him since November, and Dylan Graham's kind of been keeping him legged up for me and practicing on him some, and he hauled him out here for me. So it was nice after that long drive to be able to give those horses I had with me a break and still have a nice horse or one that fits me good to come over here and rope for this kind of money on. So yeah.
Definitely. And you guys, we got to talk about this rodeo season. It's still kind of questionable if there's going to be rodeos or not this year, but what's kind of your guys' game plan going into the season, and who are you roping with?
well, I need a sponsor so I can get my PRCA card back, and then probably need a partner after that. So that's kind of a hint.
Hey guys,
So, no,
Derrick Begay is looking.
I got no plans. I didn't get into any of the winter rodeos, so and then the way things been, it's no telling what's going to happen or how it's going to go. So, but if somebody wants to rope and I'm still addicted to it, I'll still go.
I say you've been staying home and ranching and taking care of your family, huh?
Yeah, ranching sounds cool. I don't know if you can use that word.
What are you doing?
I don't know about that one too. Never ending what I'm doing. But yeah, I got a little girl in my family, so it's fun being home.
Definitely. And Trey, you got T-Wade heading for you this year?
Yeah, me and Gator, we're trying him on. He's fun. He ropes good. He's got good horses, and we get along good and have a good time. So I'm looking forward to it.
How come he's not here?
He was going to come, but man, Texas is bad right now. The weather's bad, and
You guys were at the same rodeo together.
I know, man. He had to stay
Arizona,
home.
the same place.
I know.
Don't make sense. Huh?
It just things.
Come on, T-Wade.
I know,
Come on,
T-Wade.
T-Wade.
Come on,
I
man.
mean, if he can
Weston
make it
got
here as
sick. He had to
partner-
take Weston to the doctor.
Okay.
Yeah, there's family, and,
All right.
and his wife was going to
You're
come.
excused.
You're excused, Wade. Yeah. But no, I'm looking forward to it. We get to go to San Antonio next week, and I'm just hoping that, we talked about it last week. This season we're not real sure what's going to come about as far as the rodeos, but we rope a lot together. We practice probably 4 days a week. I've been staying in Texas and really working on trying to develop a run together, because the jackpot might be all we have, and we're fortunate to get to go to them and rope for a lot of money. But like Derrick said, the fees are high, so it adds up if you aren't winning. If you're winning, you can stay ahead of it pretty good, and so it's important, I think, for us to rope a lot together, and that way when we show up, everything, we're prepared, our horses are prepared, and that's one thing I appreciate about roping T-Wade is he's into that, and I think that's a big part of it.
I guess I'm glad T-Wade didn't come.
Yeah, you're glad T-Wade didn't come because you got to win with Trey.
There you go.
Never thought I'd get to back in high call with a legend. I'm a little thankful too,
Man, it's been a while since that's high call. I was nervous.
He wasn't
Yeah, I
nervous.
was.
Like I said, I knew if I was going to catch, we were going to win. He wasn't going to mess up.
Yeah, I don't think you were going to mess up right there, Derrick.
I was sure hoping I wasn't.
That's why I was off over there by myself. I'm like, man, you cannot screw this up. Because Begay, I was on the phone with him today, and he's like, man, I don't know if I'm going to go Monday, man. I got to win something today. And I'm like, dude, you can't put that on me. And he's like, well, man, I'm just telling you how it is. We got to do good over there today. And I'm like, oh. I was sweating bullets all afternoon, like, don't miss. And I almost did the second one, but this guy's, he's a magician, man. I missed the steer, and he pulled him in my loop. It's just part of being a legend.
And now the gloves come on.
Yeah. It's weird I don't have mine, but I bet I can still bite his ear off.
These are good feed gloves, huh?
That's what I told him to take him when he goes ranching. It's a coaster too, like for your beverage.
Yep.
Cold beer, you could slip the bottle top through there.
Oh yeah, that's right, huh?
Yeah.
Yep. Derrick is set.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, congratulations, guys.
Thanks.
Again, I've got to thank the Cinch Timed Event Championship. This year, they're running from Thursday, March 11th to Saturday, March 13th. This event pays out a $100,000 check to the handiest cowboy across 5 events over 5 rounds. You'll get to see guys like Russell Cardoza, Clay Smith, Paul David and Jess Tierney, Eric Rogers, Taylor Santos, and Daniel Green duke it out in the heading, heeling, tie-down roping, steer wrestling, and steer roping. And you'll watch it all in the world-famous Lazy E Arena in Guthrie, Oklahoma. And this year, the Cinch Timed event is partnering with the BFI to host the Ultimate Roper Showdown. Less than 12 hours after crowning the timed event champs, you'll get to see the best ropers in the game go head-to-head over the BFI's long score and strong cattle at the event's new home in Guthrie, Oklahoma. You won't want to miss it, and get your tickets now at lazyetec.com. We'll see you in Guthrie.